Welcome to the Art Den, where we meet all kinds of artists who create all kinds of art. We gain an insight into their lives and find out what inspires them. I'm Judy, and with me today is Huddersfield-based artist and member of Collaborati, Dinyela Valerio. Her creative self-expression takes many forms. When she paints, she uses vibrant colours, and each of her paintings tells a story. Dinyela is moving soon to a remote part of Mexico where she will be surrounded by nature and close to the ocean. Her dream is to support her family through her creative endeavours. I'm very pleased to have this chance to welcome her to the studio before she moves to Mexico. Hi Dinyela, thank you for joining us today. Good to see you.
You too, thank you for having me, Judy.
Absolute pleasure. Great. So I think you've brought along a little painting that you've created especially for the art, haven't you?
I have.
So have a look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, so bearing in mind,
Yeah.
this is the first time we've met. We had a lot of conversations. I did you a little portrait.
No way. That's fabulous.
I'm not a portrait artist, but yeah, I like to do a little
Oh,
canvas.
that's fabulous. Oh man.
So yes, that's for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great. Now then, shall we go on with the questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Great. So let's see now. Can you tell us a bit about your brand, Truth? What's that about?
Truth.
Truth.
Truth stands for the real unseen will be felt. My art in particular, I believe to be based around my spiritual beliefs. So that's where that comes in. And as I've gone through my own self-growth, I've come to understand a lot about existing.
Yeah.
So I've been on my own quest for truth, and which is the reason I've named my band Truth, Truwf, as opposed to the TH.
Ah, gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Right, fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, super. So what do you create and where do you find your inspiration?
I create all sorts, from paintings, drawings, photography, digital artwork. I even dabble in candles and organic lotions and anything. I mean, my children had a skin condition when they were little, the mixed race, so they had issues with the skin, and I noticed that chemicals from the doctor weren't helping. So that really inspired me, which inspired me to make some other creams for my mum and my grandma, which had arthritis and swollen. So then I created, a lot of my creations and things that I create have purpose. Like, I believe each one of my paintings has a purpose and a story in it. Clothing, I've spent years there, but first I started making Barbie clothes on my dolls and my grandma when I were like 6 years old.
Did you really?
Yeah. She used to spend hours with me. She used to have boxes of fabrics and used to make Barbie clothes. So yeah, I've got a new little thing going on when I'm creating corsets. So that's my next little venture aside of my artwork. So yeah, a bit of everything.
Yeah, fabulous. And where do you find your inspiration?
Out of need, or if I can help somebody in one way or another, and I'm a sucker for doing a lot of freebies as well. If you need a logo for your business, or you need some artwork or a poster done for you, I'll be down to pennies. Or if you're my friend, I just want to create. So yeah, everything inspires me. Yeah, any need, I'm the first one to offer my assistance. Absolutely.
Oh, bless you, that's great. That's lovely. So thinking about your finished works of art, can you describe a painting that makes you feel proud or happy? And can you say why it makes you feel that way?
I have a painting. I named her She's My World, but we call her the Earth Lady. And it's a picture of Mother Nature, the Earth, in a woman form, pregnant, holding onto a black man in a warm embrace. But within that picture, there's a lot of a story going on. And although I've painted in my language, I love to hear other people's interpretations. So that one particular painting of my Earth Lady, I don't know, I think the colours pop, I find it powerful, and it's one piece of work that I'm extremely proud of.
What's the story with that one for you?
With that one, I guess it's just, life is hard for men. I know it's hard for us women, but life's hard for men in particular. There's a social stigma that they have to live up to. It's as equally, if not harder, for black men. The world is such a tough place without unity, and that image of the man holding the woman or the woman holding onto the man is the unity between everyone and creation, basically. The world for men, man, the world, you know, everything coming together. And within that picture, if you notice, and not a lot of people do, she's pregnant. So it's the beginning of a story. It's the vision of something growing, something new, a new life, a new, yeah, so that painting is very powerful for me. It was powerful to paint.
And so how would you describe your artistic style, and what materials or techniques do you use?
I mean, I've only been painting for a couple of years, and I think it's only in the past year or so that I feel like I'm finding my style now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the bold colours that I've become. And I think I accidentally came across bold colours by accident when I was creating a particular painting, but I wanted neon bright colours and I wanted a lot going on. So I picked some, and the feeling, I mean, if you understand your psyche, there is a scientific evidence behind colour therapy. So I was giving myself colour therapy whilst I was finding my style. So the colours that I use, I guess, spoke to me personally, spoke to my soul. So those are kind of what I've stuck with now, even down to my Buddha. It's quite subtle, but the colours are quite strong on them, you know? So, yeah, I guess it's just about what colours speak to my soul, or what emotions are behind my colours, you know? And there's a lot of emotion behind each colour, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sure. Brilliant. Nice.
Thank
nice.
you.
So when and where do you paint, and how easy is it for you to stop once you've started? We'll do the first bit first. When and where?
Right. Where? In my little living room, on the floor, on the rug, I have a scrap piece of kitchen board that I got when I had my kitchen fitted. So like a work, it's only about so big.
Yeah.
So that's like my main protection.
Right.
And yeah, just some glue pots that I just tend to stand my hat up and work on. It's pretty ghetto. Yeah, by no means am I a professional painter. I'd love to one day, when I move away, build an area specifically. I think it's one of my dreams, or a little bit of a fantasy, to have my own art studio, you know, have all my things there, and don't get paint on my pillows and in my hair and all over my house. Paint everywhere. So yeah, that's. And then I guess stopping. It's the only time I really have any arguments in my house. My partner's not very happy because it likes me, it loves my art, and it encourages me and it supports me, but it's like a meditative state when I'm completely involved and immersed in my art. The silence it's just that the peace is there. The time is just completely stopped. Before I know it, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I might go to bed and I'll straight back up. As long as I've had my brew, my kids are all ready, or if they're at school, I need to finish this project. So I cannot stop. So then sometimes dinner's not made, cleaning's not done, dog's not taken out. It can cause a few problems. So I'm not very good at stopping once I start at all.
No, sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm completely in my element. I'm completely in my element, and that's what I'm made to do, kind of thing. Create. I know I'm not perfect, but yeah, as long as I'm creating, I'm completely me.
Great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Nice. So can you share something about your artistic development and how you first started to paint?
art was a form of expression from a very, very young age. I didn't really understand it. And I don't think people really understood what I was trying to project from my mind. But it did something to me. But when I was younger, everyone used to be like, should turn it into a career, really study it, go to college, go to uni, do what you need to do. And I realistically couldn't see a career out of my art. It was, everyone was, had jobs or paper rounds or football, and I was just a little artist. So it was an unrealistic world to me when I was younger. Now as I've got older and I've studied more about myself, and I picked up a paintbrush. I can't remember when I picked up a paintbrush, but it had me pretty hooked. And I just wanted to, let me try this colour, and let me try that colour, let me try this technique. And what about oil painting still today? I'm quite intimidated by. But yeah, art in general, I think when I was in school, my teachers always complimented my work, and I had highest marks in some of my art classes in school. So I was quite proud of myself, but I didn't really understand. I still don't think I have talent. I don't think I have talent, because sometimes I can spend days on a piece and it's not, my hands are not working with my mind. They're not doing what I need them to do. So I can look at my work and be like, I'm proud of it. But if I compare myself to other artists, there is a lot of amazing creators out there. I'm just in a different category, so I suppose each individual has their own signature, and this is my signature.
Absolutely. It's not, you can't compare artists as one being greater or lesser than another one.
It's all shades. Each artist is like a shade of colour, isn't it? None of them are wrong, or they're just, each artist is a different shade of blue. Or everyone in the world's covered. If you want art, just find
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like flowers, really, isn't it? It's like there's a pink flower.
Absolutely.
Or there's a blue flower.
Yeah.
Some
blue people like white lilies.
Well, yeah.
Some people like roses.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you just got to find the flower that you like.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're a blue flower, that's not wrong. Even if somebody only likes pink flowers, you're just a blue flower.
Yeah, you can still get attracted to the yellow flowers,
So you're a member of Collaborati.
Yeah.
And could you tell us a bit about what that is, how you got involved, and what you enjoy about being a member?
Absolutely. It was the little investment I made when I mentioned last year when I came back. That was Collaborati. There's a large window, a few of them in Huddersfield town, where you just see a wide variety of art. And being an artist, I was intrigued, so I'd gone and looked in all of them, really. So that for the past couple of years, till I got to the point where, why am I looking? I should be in there. I want to be in there.
Yeah.
I had all my artworks at home in a corner, so I thought, no, I need to get it out. If nothing else, I feel quite selfish being the only one to visually see my art. So even if somebody, you don't have to buy it. I just want to share it with the world. So yeah, that was the first investment, is Collaborati. So I paid my little membership, met a lot of lovely people. There was a variety of people. A lady that made little teddy bears and made waist jackets and shoes, and they were amazing, really pretty, high quality things. And another lady that made jewellery, and another lady that did little mosaics out of diamantes. And there was some really interesting, creative people, and it was just nice to be in that environment. We all had a brew and a biscuit and a little natter, and my big gob comes in, yeah, right, lovelies, and we'd have a bit of a banter, and they're really nice people down there.
Oh, fabulous. So it's a group of artists and artisans, people who make things.
They do little workshops, or there's a lot of things that go on down there,
so
creatively.
Like knitting and stuff.
There's a few ladies that sit in there and the knits. There's a nice little back room, and you can get out on couch and get comfy and have your little biscuits and tea and knit away. It's lovely. It's a really nice environment. And then upstairs there was some workshops and a lot of people that were doing their workshops upstairs, so they had all their half-finished work. So yeah, it was a really good place to be, and being like myself, that's just my little rug in my living room's my studio. It was great to put my stuff, do you know what I mean?
Oh,
in.
yeah.
And a couple of times I went in where I could paint and just let loose, and no kids running around, and put my music on, and just, that was my first experience of being in a art studio, being in there. So yeah, it was nice. I'm new to this world, so I mean, I've been a secret painter and artist for a long time, but yeah, I'm just navigating through this little experience now.
Nice. What a great adventure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So finally, in terms of your personal identity and your sense of who you are, how important to you is being a creator, and why do you create?
Do you know what? It's I don't know why I create. I just know that I have to create. If I don't create and get all these visions and feelings out onto a canvas of some sort, whether that be a clothing or an image, I start to really struggle internally. I start to just become this human being, a mum, a friend. But I'm Dinyela, and I have to have my identity as well. So if I'm not creating and doing what I think one of my purposes is, then yeah, I start to struggle a little bit. So whether that be digital art, photography, video editing. I started my son a little YouTube channel of his motorbikes and stuff. So he likes to ride motorbikes. So I do my little video editing and video editing for clubs, and little short movies and little short music videos.
Yeah.
In that aspect, it doesn't matter if it's a video or a piece of cloth or paint. It all really stimulates me. And if I ain't got my fingers in one of them pies, I tend to feel like I'm starving. Thank you.
So thanks for joining us. It's been great talking to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you for it all.
Absolute pleasure.
I appreciate it.
And to you, the audience, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to Kirklees Local TV on YouTube to get our latest videos first. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.